I've got some great news for you guys in regards to the revolution that we've all been talking about, a political revolution. And part of that revolution, in my mind, is Wolf-Pac. And if you don't know about Wolf-Pac, let me just quickly tell you what its job is. Its job is to defeat all other super PACs and get money out of politics. Luckily, 90% of Americans agree with us. Unluckily, Congress doesn't, because at the national level, they all got elected through this corrupt system. And we want to end this corruption, and we want to end this system, and we want to bring free and fair elections back. Now, the great news is, at the state level, democracy exists, and you have representatives that actually represent you. And boy, have I got a great case of that in Rhode Island. You know, we've already won in 4 states, and so what does it mean to win in those 4 states? Well, we don't want to just ask Washington, pretty please, can you give us an amendment that they're not in favor of? Well, luckily the Founding Fathers were geniuses, and they put a second option in to the Constitution, saying you could actually get that amendment by having 2/3 of the states call for a convention where it would be proposed, and you don't need Washington at all. But you do need those state leaders. They would be our new Founding Fathers to bring democracy back to us. Well, luckily we have them. So 4 states have already done it, and now we were in Rhode Island. And I told you recently that the House had passed the resolution. It was H.R. 7670, and it passed 59-12. It was overwhelming. And I praised a lot of those legislators. I'm going to praise them again in a second. But look, you need both houses. You don't need the governors, but you do need a House and you need the Senate in each state. And sometimes we've gotten very close in some states, gotten one of the chambers and not the other. In Rhode Island, we then, at the end of last week, went to the Senate. And the Senate bill number was SR 2589. And the vote was 36 yes, 0 no. Rhode Island is your 5th state. 5th state to come on board. We did it. We did it in Rhode Island. And I'm going to tell you about the volunteers. They are so wonderful. I'm going to tell you about the legislators because they deserve all the credit in the world for doing the right things here. But all of them together decided, we're done waiting for the next new hope or our knight in shining armor to come rescue us. We're going to rescue ourselves. We're going to bring democracy back. So this is how you do it. Now, let me give credit to the people who deserve it. Representative Arthur Handy, he was our House primary sponsor, worked so hard on it. And isn't it so refreshing to have representatives who represent you who say, no, I'm not just going to introduce it, I'm going to fight for you guys. I want our democracy back too. And these legislators actually care about their constituents, as you're going to see in a video in a second. I want to give you more though. Representative Cable, House co-sponsor and chairman of the Judiciary Committee, was critical in getting this passed. And the leaders of those committees are important to get out of the committees if you know the process, and then to get to the floor votes. And then the Speaker of the House, he's the one who, again, founding father this time around, and a leader who allows the vote to happen in the first place, Nicholas Mattiello. Wonderful, wonderful work there in getting it done. Other great representatives in the House of Rhode Island are Michael Marcello and Representative DeSimone, who's the majority leader. So all these people helped. And in fact, I want to thank their staffers as well, because without them working hard on it, you oftentimes don't get it to the legislators and don't get them as involved and heroic actions as they had in Rhode Island. So in this case, the staffers were Leo Scanyan, Matt Jerzyk, Frank Montanaro. And so that was the House side, and they were wonderful. In the Senate side, it was bipartisan. All the Democrats say yes. All the Republicans say yes. We'd like to get back to debating ideas and policies and priorities, and not, hey, who's got the bigger donors? Are your donors richer than my donors? So these are real Americans, the ones that care. And yes, they exist. Yes, they're in politics. Yes, oftentimes they are your representatives. So when politicians do bad things, we point it out here. When they do wonderful things, we should also point it out, and we should thank them for it. You've got Senator Joshua Miller on the Senate side. He was our primary sponsor. And so if you see their Twitter handles as you do there, go out there and thank them, especially if you live in Rhode Island. Say thank you for doing this for us, okay? Now I want to show you a clip from Senator Joshua Miller here, because Normally, when a resolution is introduced, all you need is one co-sponsor. So a second person will raise their hand and they'll be done with it. Not in this case. Watch.
This bill, I would remind the gallery that displays of acclamation are discouraged in the Senate. So many of you may be familiar with many of the people in the gallery. They've been here since January, I think, and they're otherwise known as the Wolf-Pac, and they've been working very hard on this legislation that encourages the U.S. Congress to convene a convention that would consider an overturning of Citizens United and make acts towards fair elections, and I move passage.
Senator Miller moves passage, second by Senator Metz, Senator Cisnowski, Senator Pearson, Senator Erin Lynch, Prada, Senator Pichardo, Senator Goodwin, Senator McCaffrey, Senator Felix, Senator Ruggiero, Senator Pagliarini, Senator Lombardo, Senator O'Neill, Senator Rattaka, Senator Sheehan, Senator Coyne, Senator Archambault, Senator Satchel, and Senator Palmer.
That is not something you see often. All those senators saying, no, count me in. Count me in. I want to co-sponsor. So let me thank some more of them. Senator Walter Felag was the Senate chairman of the Special Legislation and Veterans Affairs Committee. Very, very helpful in getting this passed and making sure that we got that vote on the last day. And it's unfortunately often comes down to the last day. And our volunteers were there every day. That's why all those senators acknowledge them, as you'll see in a second, even more so in a minute when it passes. And then TERESA PAIVA-WEED is the Senate president, also very important. And then I want to also mention some other great senators here, Senator Dominic Gregorio, Majority Leader, and Senator Mary Ellen Goodwin, the Majority Whip. All critical, all on the right side of history, and I think all will be remembered. Remember, Rhode Island was the first state to say, you know what, we are going to do a real revolution, and we do not pledge allegiance to the crown anymore. So now they're in the first 5 states to say, we're going to do it again. This time we're going to do a revolution from the corrupt system and get us back to democracy. So again, I can't thank those legislators enough, and you should thank them because they now represent you. And it's wonderful to have that democracy in action and have people that are sticking up for you. Now, I want to show you one more video of what they did. Because remember what Senator Joshua Miller said. There's no clapping from the audience. We can't have it. Look at what happens instead here. The first senator you're going to see is James Sheehan, and then you'll see all the others are labeled. Watch.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd just like to commend my colleague, Senator Miller, on this, a very important issue. We're moving, unfortunately, ever increasingly in a direction of, instead of having elections, they're becoming auctions. And I think we need to address this very serious situation. And I thank all those who came up and demonstrated. It does make a difference, and I encourage you to stay involved.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also want to second this resolution. I want to commend those hardworking individuals up in the gallery. Those are the same individuals that have been here with us for many months and have holding those yellow signs for the last 3 days. And again, I commend you for your hard work, both here in the Senate and on the House.
And I too join Senator Miller and all our colleagues, but especially to the advocates that have been here day in and day out. The Wolf-Pac is a movement that is going throughout the country, and I congratulate them for their efforts in getting involved, especially many of you who, for the first time, showed up, and now you're seeing how you're making a difference. So stay involved, and I hope everything goes well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As chairman of the Special Legislation Committee, I know these individuals very well. They've been here for the last couple of years testifying. They've always been very professional. They've done an outstanding job of presenting their case.
36 in the affirmative, none in the negative. The item passes. Congratulations upstairs. Senate.
The senators applauded their constituents. I have literally never seen that in my life, in all these decades of covering politics. We've got 30,000 volunteers, grassroots volunteers all across the country, and then they activate other volunteers within their states. And they work so hard. You think this happened overnight? You think this was just the one thing they showed up one day or 1 week? No, those guys, those volunteers on the ground have been working for 2 years straight. We didn't pass last year. We passed this year. We didn't get discouraged by we didn't have instant gratification. No, we redoubled our efforts. So we remember people who opposed us in other states. We remember our allies and our friends, and we're respectful. And we told all those guys we'd have their backs, and we do have their backs. Because if they've got our back, we got their back. So let me tell you about those volunteers, wonderful volunteers. Justin Royos, I love that they have so many nicknames in Rhode Island as they had in Illinois and so many other places. He's our co-state director, amazing work. His nickname is Boy Wonder. And I didn't make these up. I love nicknames, but they do it at the state level for themselves. Josh Aces, another co-state director in Rhode Island. Both of them work so long, so hard. He's, of course, Aces, unsurprisingly. I want to give you a quote from Aces. Here's what he said after the bill passed. He said, "This experience has changed me as a person forever. What I felt when each senator stood up before the final vote to thank us for our hard work cannot be put into words. Once we got a unanimous vote, I had to step away because I was too emotional. All those conference calls, long nights of planning, going straight from work to the State House, and this last week of pure determination from our team, all built up to this moment. I want every Wolf-Pac volunteer to experience this feeling." What did I tell you guys? Fulfillment is a hell of a drug. And it feels so good to win and to get that power back. And to work so long and hard. And for you, none of these guys are professional politicians, lobbyists, or anything. They're husbands, fathers, students. They work full time, and then they go and volunteer for Wolf-Pac. And then when you get it done, you say, I did that. I did that. Me and my friends who worked hard here in Rhode Island, we worked for 2 years, and we got it done. And then the senators, my senators, applauded me. And we helped to fix democracy. Oh, there's no better feeling in the world. Come join us. Look, join us through volunteering. Join us if you can't do that, you're not in that particular state, or for whatever reason, then at least join us in becoming a member to support their work. That's wolf-pac.com/join. So that leads you to membership. Do it either way, but we got to have you. We got to have you as citizen warriors. Now let me give you more of those warriors from Rhode Island. Organizers Gregory Greco, a.k.a. Big Swag, Bob Raphael, a.k.a. The Godfather, and then I've got a lot of volunteers for you guys. Bryant LeMay, Peter Sabian, Martha DeMeo, Jonathan Hutton, Yasmin Ibarra, John Royas, Josh Parker, Casey Bondurant, Mary Redway, Ethan Huckle, Max Andrade, Brian Sarza, Belinda DePina, Barra Duneau, Joe Gomez, Mike Lamptey, Nikki Morris, Cameron Ramsey, Sam Newland, Matt Mazzola. In your state, your name could be on that list. And this list lives forever. So when historians come back and say, hey, how the hell did they do this? Where they're going to look at those names and go, oh, it was Big Swag and The Godfather and Aces and Boy Wonder and all these other people who did it. By the way, I mean, there's too many nicknames to go through, but I love them so much. Here, let me give you just a couple more here. By the way, Bryant LeMay is the mechanic. How great a nickname is that? Casey Bondurant is the legend. Mary Redway is the sweeper. Love these guys. Wherever you are, up and at 'em, up and at 'em. We've got a role for you at the national level, at the local level. If you can't do any of that, like I said, just join us, become a member, support their great, great work. At the national level, you got the Wolf-Pac team. These guys are hardcore. We bring them to state because they know how to get this done. All volunteers. Sharon Berliner, Stephen Brooks, Paul Kelleher, Glenn Babasevich, Shane Cadlolo, and Jerry Ryberg. Of course, as always, apologies to all the names that I have mangled at different times. But you guys, man, you work so hard. We've got state number 5. We're nowhere near done yet. We're on a roll. This is how revolutions happen. So, wolf-pac.com/join. Come feel the power. Be the next founding father, whether you're a legislator or you're a volunteer. Let's all do it together. This is the path. We can actually get an amendment to fix the system, and so that our representatives come back to representing us in free and fair elections. That dream is possible. This is how you get it done. God bless Rhode Island.